Erie Times-News online reporter Sarah Grabsky. We are here live at the Erie Humane Society with Executive Director Nicole Baywall. She is going to today give us a little 411 about the shelter, tell us a little bit, and we're going to meet some of the adoptable animals here. So Nicole, what I wanted to start with is that you guys had a big thing last week, right?
Yeah.
You guys changed and rebranded and did everything, kind of. Tell me what that was
It's
about.
kind of funny because we're just getting back to our roots. So, we were established in 1892, which is eons ago,
right?
Forever ago. And our original name was actually the Erie Humane Society. And then somewhere along the way, we decided to go to the Humane Society of Northwestern Pennsylvania, which is great, but a lot of people have this, misconception that we're affiliated with the Humane Society of the United States, or ASPCA, and we're not at all. We're a grassroots organization founded right here in Erie, PA. We're a standalone 501c3. So between myself, the staff, our board of directors, we decided about a year and a half ago, let's roll out something new. We're going to go back to the Erie Humane Society, but with that, we're going to rebrand. We're going to just rebrand our mission. We are going to rebrand with a cute logo, which is absolutely so professional but so adorable.
Yes.
But we're going to hone in on some things, and so we did. We rebranded. Our mission is to just focus on three things, which is rescuing, rehabilitation, and rehoming. And the best component of that is rehabilitation. Because I always tell people, when you are looking to adopt, you are not adopting. Most of the time, 10% of the pets that come here are born in the shelter. The 90% are pets that have a story, they have a previous history, and it's our job to rehabilitate them emotionally or physically, and get them out for adoption, and help them write that next chapter in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of, if someone wants to adopt a pet from the Humane Society, how would they go about doing that?
So we ask you to stop in here. We're actually in our lobby right now with Tanner. They can come up, they can talk to our amazing adoption staff. They'll give you an application, you'll fill it out here, and then we do have a rather thorough application process. It's not because we don't like people, it's just because we really want to make sure we're fitting you with the best match possible.
Right.
So you'll go through the application process, and then we'll work with our kennels team to make sure that you, in fact, you're viewing the best pet that's meant to be and meant to go home with you. But everything we can do here, it'll take probably 30 minutes to do the application process, and as long as you don't have any other pets or kids in your home that need to come and do deliveries, you could potentially be leaving with your new companion that day.
So anytime during open business hours, basically come in and kind of visit with some of the friends, see if
we always open at noon, Monday through Friday. We open at noon. Wednesdays are our long days, so we're open until 7 on Wednesdays. So if you're coming out after work and you're interested in finding that that cute fluffy pet, stop up here. We're open till 7, and then on Saturdays we're open 11 to 3. And the only reason we close early on Saturdays is because we do work with vet offices on checking applications, and most vet offices close by 3.
What if somebody has like a specific breed or something in mind for a pet? Can they call you ahead of time to see if you have something?
Absolutely. We can put your name down as a wish list, a breed, it's something that you're looking for. A lot of people we become friends with. Maybe they've lost a pet 6 months prior and they pop in. This actually happens quite often. Once a week, and they're looking for that specific pet. So we kind of get to know people, put them on their radar. They'll put an application on file, and when that pet comes in, we'll give them a call and we'll say, hey, you know what, we might have a same product that you're looking for. We might have a yellow lab that you're looking for.
Right.
So just come in, fill out that app, and keep open dialogue with us.
And what if somebody wants to volunteer? How would they go about doing that?
We have a fantastic volunteer coordinator. Her name is Amy Alcorn. She is part-time, but we go through a volunteer orientation. So you can come up, or you can go online, get our volunteer app, fill it in, and then Amy, she'll cross-check everything. She'll invite you to come to a volunteer orientation where you'll learn how to appropriately leash our dogs, go through the whole training, learn how to cuddle our cats, and other things that you could do here. And then you are open to come into the shelter whenever you please, obviously during open hours, and work with the animals.
How many animals do you guys have, and what kinds?
So we can house anywhere to almost about 90 animals, which is a lot, maybe a little bit more depending, because if you have puppies and you have litters and you have cats and kittens, so we take basically anything from ferrets to bunnies to cats, kittens, and dogs. We have had potbelly pigs at one point. We have had chickens. We've had ducks, and then we just work with different people. If it's the zoo, if it's different farms, if it's to find different homes.
So what are some of the stories that you have right now that you would like to share?
So we have Tanner. So Tanner has been here since September. He's actually behind the front desk. Tanner, come here.
Let's see if we can get a better look at him.
So Tanner actually came to the Humane Society from South Carolina. He is just doing his own thing right now. He stopped in, or came up to visit with 2 other pets. He came right before our Hurricane Florence dogs came. And you know, he was actually unfortunately going to be put to sleep for space at a shelter in South Carolina. And I work with some rescues down there. They contacted me and said, I have this 9-month-old puppy. You know, he's wonderful. He needs some basic training. Are you able to take in this lab hound mix? And I mean, look at those ears and look at that face. And how could you say no, right?
Right.
So he came up with 2 other dogs who have since been adopted. And he's still here waiting for his forever home.
Aww.
And he would do wonderful with probably children over the age of maybe 5.
Okay.
And he would do well with a really active family.
Yes, look at him go.
Yeah, look at him go. He would do well with people that have maybe a fenced-in backyard, take long walks on Presque Isle, somebody that really could get him out and run him, and then wouldn't be opposed to doing basic training with him as well.
Somebody just commented and said, I love your dog sweater, Nicole. So there you go. She wore it today just for this occasion.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So meet Tanner. He is so snuggly and super cute, and he absolutely needs to get adopted. He is one of our long-stay residents here at the Humane Society, so please come check him out.
Okay, so are we going to do the tour now? You want to go back? I'm going to turn the
Yeah.
camera around. It's not me. Oops. There we go. All right,
We're
Nicole.
going to head back to our kennel wings. We're going to head back to Eastside Kennel, and we're going to take a look at some of the available dogs. And then we'll go over, we'll walk past the cats, and we'll walk through West Side, okay?
All right.
It's kind of like a maze here in the Humane Society, so bear with me.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Perfect.
And then swing left.
All right.
So here we go. So we're going to start actually in our small breeds.
Okay.
And these
So you
are-
have them separated, small breed, large breed. Okay.
Yep, so these are our small ones hanging out, our little guys. Come on, and double them up if we need to. So you have Woody and Bear, Dude.
They're a little bit noisy, right?
Yeah, these little guys, they're tiny, but they have a lot of heart.
Sweethearts. So these aren't necessarily puppies, but they're just smaller breeds.
Yeah, they're just the smaller breed dogs. They don't need to be in as large of a kennel space.
It's kind of hard to see some of them. Oh. That's so funny. Aww.
And now we're gonna head down to the big dogs on each side, and then there's more big dogs on the west side.
Okay.
So it's gonna get loud, even louder than it was in the small breed. But you might see one of your forever companions
Right.
here today.
For sure.
Right.
Turn around. Okay. All right. What a little sweetheart. What does that mean, Nicole, when they have a hold on them?
So available for adoption, but there are some of them that got surgery, which means they got spayed or neutered on Thursday. So we have a hold. We're just going ahead today. We're going to go ahead and check incision spots. We're going to make sure their incisions look good, and we're going to pull that hold off and say, hey, they're able to go for adoption.
Gotcha.
So when we actually leave here, people are probably going to filter through into a kennel run because we just opened, and they're going to make sure that they take those holds off and those dogs are available.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay. That makes
Now,
sense.
We're going to go ahead, we're going to go all the way across to West Side, but while we're doing that, I'm going to take us and I'm going to walk us through Cattery.
Okay.
It's a really big public area you guys can check out.
So how many like dogs and cats do you guys have right now?
So right now we're really good on dog space, but cat space, we are a managed admission shelter, so we do ask that you call us so we can take appointments so that we can make sure we have enough space for cats. Unfortunately, the cat population is astronomical, so we're always making sure that we're having enough cats go out for adoption so we can take more in.
Gotcha.
We do have a lot of fosters. So we'll just take a quick run
Okay,
through here.
let's do it.
And this is what we have in public right now. But we do have a lot of cats that are going to be moved out when we have others adopted from our quarantine area.
Sweeties. Aww.
So these are some of our cuties. They've been here for a little while. We had some really great adoptions.
Gaston.
this weekend.
I love it.
I know.
That's so cute. How do you guys come up with their names? Or do some of them come with
So
names?
some of them come with names, but one of the really cool things is our staff love the creative mind behind coming up with names. And what I really love is they meet their personalities and they're like, this one might act a little bit more regal, so we're gonna call him Gaston.
Gaston.
Which is super cute, especially if you have children, you're familiar with Disney
Yes,
movies.
that's
Yes.
why we're in
So-
that stage of life.
Yes, I know how that goes. But we definitely
Little
have some real
sweeties.
cuties.
Yeah.
And there's also cats in the front of the lobby too.
Okay.
And some of those cats, one of them, her name is Mila. She's a 10-year-old senior cat who just needs a little bit more quiet and she just likes to people watch, so we have her up front.
Gotcha.
And then surprisingly, we have more cats on the backside.
Oh, nice.
So this place is truly like a maze. So you'll find that we have cats in the
Aww.
front, cats in the back. We're all over.
Henry. And all kinds of breeds too.
Yes, yes.
Like long hair, short hair, different coloration.
I know. If I can get a cat in my office, I'll always switch them out. Between dogs and cats, I have to alternate moms.
I know.
We have some real cuties like this little one here.
Aww.
Marshmallow. Yes. You're so cute.
So much quieter than the dogs
I
do.
know. I thought I'd give everyone a break. And
Yes,
now
right.
we're gonna check out Westside Kennel. And so what you guys are seeing is you're only seeing the dogs and the cats that are available. Behind the scenes, we have an additional, 27 other dog kennels that can house. We could double the kennel size as well. So 27 times 2, plus what we have in our small quarantine. Plus, we also have additional space for cats. So this place really is a maze because
Yeah.
what you're seeing isn't half of what we actually can house.
Wow, that's good information. So what do they do when in that process, like the quarantine, when they're back
So
there?
the quarantine, it sounds scary. It's not. It's just pets that are coming in that need services. So they might need vaccinations, they might need spay or neuter, or they might need something a little bit more critical. We just did an amputation for a dog, and so he came in, and then we put him into foster care. So there might be a transition period where he's good to go for adoption. We bring him, he's here for a day, and then we move him out. So it's a crossover period. It's just
Gotcha.
depending on what they need,
Mhm.
what services they might need to have before being available.
Gotcha.
So now we're going to go on Westside, so it's going to get loud again.
Big dogs again, I'm assuming, or
Yeah, most of them,
Okay.
most of them are anywhere from large to medium.
okay.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Aw.
This is Gibson. He was recently spayed, so
Got it.
she'll be checked and she'll be available. She is
Look at it. My husband.
Peter's now you can see her beautiful
Aw.
face.
Hi, baby. What is sweetheart?
Yeah.
German Shepherd
Yeah,
mix?
German
Okay.
Shepherd named Nova.
Nova.
And then these two are actually bonded.
Oh.
So they came in together, so we're hoping to get them adopted together.
Gotcha. Oh, they're very pretty.
I know, I hear you. So, and
Some
they're
very
all
vocal.
cleaning back there, so
Gotcha.
we're doing all the-
No, that's totally okay.
And then we can head back up.
Yeah,
to the
let's do
lobby
it.
if you'd like, and I can kind of give you some updates on some of the pets
Yes,
that we saw.
absolutely.
Because there are a lot of different breeds up for adoption.
Yes.
Like I said, the 2 yellow labs, they came in last week. They're ready to go. But, you know, they do very well together. So
Okay.
we're looking for a family that might not be opposed to taking both of them.
Right.
They're actually a mom and daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you know, we've seen a lot of different dogs. We saw Meatball. Meatball actually is a dog that came in who had surgery on his ear. So we saw when we were walking past, you know, there were some incisions there. He was having some problems. It was not healing. So we had to go ahead and have it snipped up and cleaned up, and he's ready for adoption. We saw Avalanche, who's a husky, also looking for an amazing home. And then little Nova, who is a sweet, petite little German Shepherd, who obviously had the cone of the mom actually off today, and she's available for adoption as well. So lots of different breeds. If anybody's looking for any cute companions, please stop up and visit us.
One thing that we had asked before we went live was donations. Like, what kind of donations will you guys take?
We have a wish list online. You can go on to our website, www.eriehumanesociety.org. You can click on wish list, and we have a huge list, actually based from departments, whether it's Clorox wipes or toiletries to cleaning supplies to things for animals like Kong's, cat food, dog food. We appreciate anything and everything our community is going to donate to us. So, and if you are not quite sure and you want to make a monetary donation, you can do that and you can allocate it to a department that you would like.
All right, anything else you want anyone to know, Nicole?
Just, if anyone's looking to open their homes up and be an in-home hero and foster, we are always taking fosters and we're always seeking volunteers, and we appreciate the support that you provide to the Humane Society.
All right, thank you.